I jokingly posted on my story saying "me, you, patio" with a question mark, and people surprisingly responded. I'm going to a patio. Well, I'm not going to a patio. I'm going for a sandwich, to eat a sandwich. Here's a fit. I'm so tired. I tried to take a nap, but I'm still so exhausted. I've been working all week. But anyways, let's go have a sandwich. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to sleep so bad. But I've already committed. And you know, once I commit, you gotta go. You gotta honor your commitments. So yeah, let's go.
It does look like it better be cornbread though. It better be cornbread.
Say hi to the vlog. Okay, here's our sandwiches. That was yours. Oh my god, that was so good.
Yeah. Father out.
I did. What would you rate this look hangout?
10 out of 10.
Yap session was a 10 out of 10?
It was a good yap session. We learned a lot.
We learned a lot.
We learned a lot. It was a good time. Food? The food was good. 8, 7.5. 8 out of 10.
Vibe was
But the conversation, the quality of the hang.
It was good.
100%.
Love it.
So, how was this hangout? How would you rate it?
You can't ask me the same question I
I'm so
asked
sorry.
you.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. So wait, you're not cold right now?
I'm actually freezing. I'm actually cold.
Okay, but for the look?
For the look.
Ooh.
Always for the look.
It's
and
giving.
the hangout was a 10 out of 10. Conversations were a 10. I learned some things about myself.
Oh?
I was so moved by the conversation that I even sent a text that I never thought I would send.
You sent me a text message.
I sent a text message to somebody.
The hangs are supposed to be transformational. Amen.
Yeah, so I learned something today. Thank you. Top of the morning. Siri set timer for 2 minutes. Please. That's all we have. Siri set timer for 2 minutes. Yesterday was Mother's Day. I thoroughly struggled through yesterday, but I made it through. Did not have a breakdown. Didn't cry. So, but that doesn't mean it wasn't a hard day. I feel like the past 2 Mother's Days have been okay, like the past 2 years. But then for some reason this year just wasn't, it was not the same. I was just kind of going through the motions, but you know, I showed up for my friend for her Mother's Day event, and that went well. I came home and just like kind of just kept to myself. I think for me, this year's Mother's Day wasn't just triggering because it was Mother's Day. I think it was just because of everything else that's been going on this past 2 weeks. I feel like I'm experiencing things that I haven't experienced in a really long time. And I'm trying to like process like how I feel, you know, struggling with feelings of excitement, but also like grieving a part of me. And, you know, kind of reminding myself that, you know, I keep saying, you know, but it's just me trying to like process out loud that like I can be happy and certain things are not the end of the world, and just kind of moving through that space. Tone with Todun's also this week, so I'm sure, you know, we've already discussed this so many times, but I'm sure that's probably kind of like adding to like the way that I feel as well. But I'm just trying to take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and just kind of figuring out through and just reminding myself that I deserve to be happy. I deserve good things. There is nothing I get from looking back at anything that has not served me in the past. Like, just because I've healed and I think I'd be okay looking back, that doesn't mean I should. Like, you look back and you get stuck, you know. You know, the prodigal son story to parents is the way the Lot's wife story is to me. Like, I take that story very seriously. So I'm just really trying to process like how I feel. I'm so happy to be working, and you know, work is always such a great, amazing distraction for me. I get to talk to people. I get to, you know, just really not internalize everything I'm feeling. Yeah. My heart feels so heavy as well, and I know why my heart feels heavy. But I just have to take it one day at a time. Like, that's all I can do. And I'm missing my headband and I don't know where it is. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today. I will circle back probably towards doing Tone with Todun or after Tone with Todun. But other than that, that's pretty much it for today. I'm working closing shift, so on a Monday. So that should be interesting. All right, have a good day. Bye. For the evening. Hold up. Let me change this light. So, I accidentally stumbled on, I don't want to say I accidentally stumbled on a new feeling, but I feel like this is something I feel like I've been working towards since last year, September. And I feel like I finally feel the way that I've been wanting to feel for months. I finally feel that way now, and the feeling I'm talking about is indifference. I wanted so badly, I wanted nothing more than to feel indifferent last year, September, and I did everything to feel indifferent last year, September. I just could not find it in me to feel indifferent. Like, I just could not. Like, I just cared. Fast forward this month, say this past month, right? I don't know what happened. I can't tell you, like, this is what happened, this is what changed. I can tell you what changed. I feel like I had an experience that kind of tilted me. I guess that's what I can call it. Like, I had an experience that kind of tilted me, and I was like, it doesn't have to be like this, right? It doesn't have to feel like this. And I was just like, you know what? I just need a couple days of, like, peace, right? I just need a couple days of just being and just, like, kind of disconnecting. But not in the sense of, like, turning off my phone. I just needed a couple days off, like, to be honest. So I took a couple days off of the situation, and I was like, wait, I actually just don't care anymore, which is odd, because I could have sworn I would care for the rest of my life. Like, you know, sometimes you, like, have situations where you feel like you're always gonna care and you're always gonna be bothered and this is always gonna upset you, but, like, it's nice to know, like, all the praying that I did last year wasn't in vain, and all, you know, the fasting that I did and tried to do last year wasn't in vain, because I think what I can say is just I just have a level of peace that I didn't really think was possible, right? Sometimes you have peace, but there's, like, an agitation in your heart, and you just can't, you know, you could have peace everywhere else, but you just don't have peace in your heart. And I think that's one of, like, the worst feelings to have. It's like everything else is kind of going okay, like, it could be worse, but thankfully it's not. But you just can't seem to, like, find, like, a real peace of mind in your heart. I think that's generally the worst feeling. So, you know, having peace has been really nice, and I don't want to shake it. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I actually don't even want to, like, I'm good. Like, I just don't want a situation where, you know, I'm feeling unpeaceful or just feeling so, I don't know how to explain it, like, just so uncomfortable, you know, not feeling peaceful, feeling uncomfortable, feeling, you know, this kind of feeling, this need to, like, know what's going on, to be in the know. I just think I've just really practiced, like, accepting situations and accepting people, and not kind of taking that on, or, like, not personalizing it and saying, like, okay, this is what it means about me, or this is what it means about them. Just literally just, like, turning it off. And that is something I've been begging God to be able to turn off, this, like, need to know, or, like, this need to care. Not need to care, but caring so much. Like, you can't care so much about people who don't really care about themselves, like, honestly, because at the end of the day, then they see your caring as, like, maybe, like, infringing on their own, like, peace, or infringing on their sense of independence. Like, I can only care about you as much as you care about yourself, and if you don't care about yourself, or you're showing me that you don't want me to care about you, then I don't want to care about you, because that's just so much I'm taking on. Like, I also have a job where I have to show up every single day and, you know, be present for people and be present for myself too. So yeah, it's been really peaceful, and I've really been enjoying this kind of era. And I think we should just keep it going for the summer. Matter of fact, I say we keep it going for the rest of the year. Good vibes only. Okay. Okay, I have an interview prep with Tomowa tonight. So I'm gonna take a quick nap. I'm gonna take a 30-minute nap, and then I'll wake up. I might go to the gym tonight and then interview prep with Tomowa because I have my interview in 2 days. So fingers crossed we get this job. If we get this job, then it's gonna be something really good. And yeah, we need this job in this economy. So fingers crossed we get the job. I will not be updating my LinkedIn. I'm going to be in my mysterious era for real. How are they gonna know? They're not gonna know. I'm not uploading my LinkedIn. I'm not updating anything. Nothing. Everybody on mute. The people who need to know will know. Other than that, I don't care.
You can like think
Take
on
a
it.
breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, think on it, let it rest. Maybe write down notes as answers pop into your head about the question throughout the interview. Like have a notepad there, a notebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Sleep tight. Bye. Thank you. Love you. Bye. All right. Let's regroup. Just finished interview prepping with Tomiwa. I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready. Gonna do another interview prep again tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna make our third one that we've done together. And so tonight my homework, I guess you can call it that, is to match the sample interview questions with the answers that I had tonight, and just basically like have that information ready to go. And yeah, I'll meet up with her again tomorrow. So we're meeting up tomorrow at like 8 p.m. and then I have my interview on Thursday at 9 a.m. So God, please. God, please. Please, God. Okay. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. So today is, it's a Thursday. Just a random Thursday. It's raining outside. And I feel like that's like literally like the perfect weather for today. But anyways, today's agenda is that I actually have a job interview today. I've done 3 interview preps. I did one last week, I did one the day before yesterday, and I did one yesterday with Tomiwa. So I'm feeling prepared, and I'm currently going into my interview in a couple minutes. I truly am praying to God that this really is the last of it. Like, I don't know how much I can take. And it's funny because this really has been 2.5 years in the making. Like, honestly, I have been job searching for 2.5 years. Like, I don't think it's normal to look for a job for that long. And thankfully, you know, I have a job right now, and I've worked the entire time, basically, with the exception of like, you know, having 4 months off when the whole entire, anyways, I've been gainfully employed the entire time, and obviously running Todun as well. So that has really kept me like occupied. I remember seeing something on TikTok that was like, you know, while you're waiting for what you want God to do for you, like what you have to do in the meantime is just serve. And I think my version of serving has been really running these workout classes, because, you know, that is something that I am passionate about. So I would say serving my community in that sense would be like, you know, hosting the workout classes and trying to be a good example of like trying to balance working a 9 to 5, or like, you know, having a job and also working out and trying to stay active and trying to balance that. So I'm really hoping this is kind of like the end of the road of this like job search situation, because this economy, nothing has been funny. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it, and I will see you and we will regroup after the interview. Okay, bye. Delay doesn't mean denial, but it also doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. My interview today, I went into my interview and I don't know what happened. It ended up just not working out and having to be rescheduled. So right now I'm waiting for a rescheduled schedule. I just, you know, I had to move some things around, and you know, in life you always have to sacrifice, right? You have to sacrifice for the things that you want. And I'm just hoping that at the end of the tunnel, like, you know, this journey was really worth it. But right now it hasn't been fun, just job searching in general. And then on top of that, you know, the disappointments that have come with the job searching in general, like, you know, sending out so many applications. Anyways, my friend came to hang out with me during my lunch today. Shout out to Mioa. She came, hung out with me during lunch, and that really helped. We went and we had chili, and today was kind of a chilly day, so it was very comforting to like have chili and just like eat and talk. And she brought me some Biscoff cookies, but I'm running Todun in like 2 days, so I literally can't eat this Biscoff cookies till after Todun. But yeah, I don't really have much to say. I just kind of feel really down. Just delay is not denial, so who knows, things could just be working out for the best. But I can't lie, it's really hard to believe that when you are really in the thick of it. Anyways, that's pretty much it, and I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna head out to the gym tonight for a run of Todun, and then I will be circling back to it over the weekend, running the class. Alrighty, that's pretty much it. Bye. I had some technical difficulties during my interview, and so it had to be rescheduled for a different time. And just between me and you right now, I just think that I'm very torn about how I feel about the situation. So hear me out and let's think together, right? I have amazing friends and I have amazing people in my life, and I know that everybody wants me to win. I truly believe that the people who know me and have been watching this journey and seen this journey of looking for a job and growing tone with Todun and just doing this whole life thing by myself, I genuinely do believe in my heart that they want me to win. And because I believe that, I don't like to feel like I'm hiding or I'm not saying what's going on in my life, right? Even though, you know, I don't think people tell me everything, and I don't feel entitled to everybody telling me anything or everything that's going on in their lives. One thing about it, I respect what it is that people want to share with me, and that's it. Like, I've never been the kind of person to be mad at someone for not sharing something or sharing something. Like, I understand. Trust me, I'm Nigerian. I get it, okay? But just based off of like how everything has kind of gone on with this like process, right? I'm trying to think to myself, like, I think it might be best for me to just keep the rest of the stuff that's going on to myself until whatever happens, right? If I get the job, great, and then I'll post about it. No, sorry, I don't mean I'll post about it is crazy. I'll tell my friends about it, and then, you know, if that's not the situation, then I'll figure it out when that time comes, right? But there's a part of me that's like, why do I need to do that? If it's like, I know that the people that I have in my life are people that I trust and people who are happy for me and people who want to see me win. Like, why do I want to not say, right? I just feel very torn in that kind of decision. But I think just based off of everything that's kind of gone on this week in terms of like the interview and stuff, I think I'm gonna just keep it to myself and we'll figure it out. I'll tell them when, you know, I tell them, and you guys will find out when you find out. I went to the mall. No, stop. I'm on a diet, okay? Financial diet. But I'm running out of my gym perfume, so I had to pick up one from Zara. I picked up this one. But you know what? I think this might be like an actual like perfume, not a gym perfume though, because it's so heavy. Also, can you tell I've been feeling this kind of green lately? Like, my bag is this color of green. I mean, we all went through this process of loving this bag together. Like, I love this bag real bad. Anyways, and then I have a cute little keychain from New York that was brought for me. But every time I see it, it's just like a reminder that, you know, hell yeah. But anyways, it smells like, I know you guys are gonna call me crazy, but 6 minutes is crazy. I just hear yapping for real. It smells like, I know you're gonna call me crazy. But I promise you, it smells like the Coco Chanel, the green one. Like, this literally smells like the green Coco Chanel. Does it have the same lasting power? I don't know. I just got it today, so I'm about to find out. But I love the grain of it. Like this, I'm just really liking this grain lately. Like, it's called apple juice. Also, there's also another perfume from Fleur that kind of has this grain. I don't think they smell similar. You know what? I think they would make a good combo, but I don't think they smell similar. I don't know what it's called, but it's in the green one too, like from Fleur. That perfume smells great. And then I went to Sephora. This is actually not for me. My friend's birthday is this weekend. So like I said, I'm really doing my best this year. I've slacked off for a couple years. Well, I didn't slack off. I was fighting for my life. But like I said, I'm trying to get people birthday gifts for this year. So yes, no, I'm not getting any new friends this year. Love you though if you're supporting this video. Maybe support a little harder so we can make some money, and then I'll remember the people who actually watch and like my videos. But anyways, got my friend something from Sephora for her birthday, which is this. Well, her birthday's today, but we're celebrating it. Wait, I don't even know if we're celebrating. We're just hanging out on Sunday. But yeah, hanging out on Sunday and then doing that. And so I'm gonna give it to her on Sunday. And then tomorrow, because I canceled Tone with Todun, I think I already said this, I have my CPR training tomorrow to renew my CPR for my like personal training license. And then I think that was it. That was everything I got from the mall. Yo, I'm trying to be mindful, okay? I was gonna get my concealer like restock up, but I was like, technically we could push it another month or so. I don't think we could push it another month, but I think we could push it till next payday. I just don't feel like spending money. Like, summer's coming. I'm about to be outside more, so that is already like an expense on its own. So maybe we can, I don't want to say cheap out on the concealer because that Too Faced concealer is so bummed. Guys, Too Faced, please, can you guys like find me somehow and put me on one of those, would you guys be doing one of those influencer trips? Trust me. Guys, come here. I'm so serious right now. Trust me. Too Faced, if you're watching this video, I would chew on an influencer. Like, what? I would be giving you guys content every single day. I would be here talking about how this concealer lasts me through the gym. Like, find me somehow. Like, do your thing. I don't know who's gonna do what thing, but somebody do some. Somebody do some. Anyways, with that being said, Gucci, Gucci, ya, ya, da, da. Gucci, Gucci, ya, ya, di. Someone said this is stimming. I don't think this is just vibing. Y'all got a name for everything now. Anyways, and please, y'all need to stop canceling your workout classes. This is why they be charging y'all a lot when you cancel a class. Show up. Show up for yourself. Show up for the person who's running the class. Respectfully. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Okay, decided not to cancel Tone with Todun regardless of who shows up and who doesn't. Let's just get this party on the road. Came for a workout. Oh, delicious. Why does this thing keep making it sound as if someone's here, but nobody's literally here? It feels like there's a ghost in here. Like, not even joking right now. Anyways, workout is done. I'm gonna go home, take off my makeup, and get ready for bed. Yay! I swear. Keeps creaking. It's weird.
do what they try to take one way. Plenty so far we face. Just to make your money day. For my people then go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one baby, I want enjoy.
Tamika and I came. Say hi. Hi. We came to Famoso and we're having some happy hour dishes. I'm on my way to work. My friends are visiting me today, which is amazing. I can't wait to see them. And then I'm going out in the evening. As promised, I got a birthday gift and there's a card in there. And I also got a gift receipt. Just in case if she doesn't like it, she can return it. And that is pretty much it. Let's go to work. And then we'll go out after. I tell you, Tone with Todun yesterday was amazing. I'll insert some clips here. I had a great time. I'm so glad I didn't cancel. This is your sign. Even if one person shows up, still show up because, you know, it's still gonna be fun anyways. This is a message to you and also to myself as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, let's go to work. Bye. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, this is so cute.
The water is in you.
Ooh. Wow. Top of the evening. Top of the evening. My friends came, they left. I had a wonderful evening. It was so much fun. It was so nice seeing everybody. It's always such a joy. Like, I genuinely love my friends. My Shaylas! My Shaylas, okay. Ready for the night. Here's the outfit. The other light is in the room because the baby kept playing with it and I don't have the energy to go and bring it out, okay? Here is the outfit of the night. First of all, let's put on some perfume. Tonight's perfume is the Apple Juice Intense from Zara. I was talking about this earlier. I literally love this perfume. Spritzing a little bit extra on. Here is the fit. The top is from Pretty Little Thing. Shorts are from a thrifted market that I got last year. It was a Stampede thrifted market. And obviously, the bag is from Coach. And obviously the cute little flower. Finally found it. Here is a 360. Of course, no bad vibes tonight. I'm not trying to see anything that's gonna upset me. Period. Have a great night, and I know I will. I know I will. Okay, bye. Tip of the evening. So it's a day post going out and having fun. Yesterday was really, really fun, but also very shocking in a way, and also very relieving in a way. Let me start with the saddest news first. I was in the washroom. I put my camera down and put my jacket on top of it. I picked my jacket up and my camera fell on the ground. Lens got stuck, so the lens is, it's toast. Like, I literally see the thing in there. It's like broken. So I have to get another lens for my M50. This is not the vibes I wanted for the summer. Thankfully, the camera itself is still fine. The lens, however, is toast. And honestly, in a weird way, the part where the lens is toast at is like the perfect distance for vlogging anyways, and it's in focus. So in a way that kind of works out because it's still usable. Like, I can still use it, the flash works. It's just the lens that's toast. Yeah, which really actually really sucks, but that's besides the point. So I left the washroom and then I was heading back to the washroom again with my friend, and I got stopped, and someone had wanted to have a conversation with me, and I had ended up having a conversation with them and found out some stuff that I feel like in the back of my mind I always knew. Like, as a woman, you need to trust your intuition. Like, no matter how much someone gaslights you, looking back now, obviously I can see how much I was gaslit. Like, there was no way I was not gaslit that much. Like, I was gaslit, manipulated, lied to. Like, they did their big one. But having that conversation brought a lot of things to light and brought a lot of my intuitions. The things that I already had dreams about, you know, that's the one thing that I feel like has been my saving grace in this entire deal, was because I always had dreams. Like, the whole entire time, I was always having dreams. And it's funny because, like, I was always communicating my dreams, but also being gaslit that my dreams were not real, or that my dreams were they were just dreams. Like, they were not representative of what reality was or reality is. But my dreams were definitely real. And sorry, I'm just cleaning my phone case because the screen protector is like lifting. But anyways, my dreams were very much real, very much, you know, very much accurate. And I'm just kind of thankful to God that I've had this hunch for a minute now, because I think if I had just found this out, like, if I didn't have the hunches, if I didn't have the dreams, if I didn't have the feelings, I think I would be, like, honestly, not only devastated, but also, like, severely going into a massive depression. But I have always had dreams, and I think because I've always had dreams, I've always kind of guarded myself in a way, in a weird way. I don't think you can guard yourself from feeling certain emotions or certain things. But after Seattle last year, something I've really made a point of was to really guard myself and guard my heart, and just really be guarded in a way that's like nothing's penetrating. You also have to take into consideration the fact that I spent the majority of last year in therapy. So I have been also doing the work in therapy, working with an actual professional. And I think that also has served me immensely. Sometimes you don't realize that you're making progress because you're with yourself a lot of the time and you can't see certain kinds of progress, right? You can't quantify them. Like, it's not like a workout where you can say, okay, hey, I'm progressively overloading and lifting more every week, right? Because there isn't really any physical or tangible, or for me, there isn't like a measurable progress that I can measure. But there is progress in terms of just, I would say, my reaction and how I actually feel about the situation, about myself. It doesn't change the way that I feel about myself, because I just feel like, I don't know, after everything that went on last year, I was just like, this is not normal behavior. Like, there's no way this is normal. And I feel like for me also, just like thinking about it right now, I feel like the things that I heard yesterday, they just border on, I don't want to diagnose anyone, but like psychopathy. And that kind of like miserableness, I don't know if that's a word, or that kind of level of misery is something that you have to be deeply insecure and you have to be deeply, deeply sad to possess that kind of manipulative personality, right? That's not like normal in the head. Like, and you know, it's funny, I told them at some point, I was like, I don't think you're normal in the head. Like, I don't mean this as any disrespect, but I don't think all your neurons are firing correctly. And obviously finding out all the things that I found out yesterday at the party, I was like, I was always right. I was just gaslit to think that I wasn't right. And finding that out actually gave me a lot of peace, because it just confirmed so many things. I was able to put together, you know, timelines for myself, and just, I don't know. I also think I was ready to hear that information. Like, it came at a time where I was like, I could handle that information. So I'm thankful for the information, and I'm really excited to like keep moving forward with my life, and to really, like, my goal, obviously, if you've been watching since last year, since the concert last year that I talked about, the Rugger concert, I kind of hinted about it. It's like, I made it my goal, like seriously, to have a great time, to enjoy my life, to be surrounded with people who actually like love and care about me. And you know, I always say my goal is to have a beautiful life, and by the grace of God, you know, being protected by my angels, like no one's gonna take that away from me, or no one's gonna make me sabotage that. Like, it's so, this whole entire thing is so crazy because this whole week has been so crazy, right? Running tone with Todun and the cancellations and dealing with that, and you know, I had some things I had to figure out in my place as well, dealing with that, and then on top of that, this, right? It just, in my mind, it just felt like I hate to be that person. Like, I promise you, this is not religious psychosis, but it's like, if the devil cannot get you one way, he will try to get you another way, right? I had been in a headspace where I was feeling so much like happier, better, and I think it just came with like an acceptance of a situation for what it was. I had accepted that I would not understand everything that was going on, but I knew in my gut and I knew in my heart that there was something that was off and something not right in their head, and just an acceptance of that. And also, I think what's really helped is like being genuinely loved by people around you shows you what love isn't. Like, you can see like, oh, this isn't love. Like, you might not be able to figure out like why you feel like this isn't love and be able to put two and two together, but it's just one of those things that's like, one of these is different than the other type vibe. I'm sorry this is so long, but you have to understand this was like, what, 4 years of my life, and yeah, I feel very relieved. Top of the morning. So I just wanted to come here to say that I am currently waiting for my, I'm so nervous. I'm currently waiting for my interview to start. I have an interview this morning, and I need to come back after my interview and talk about my experience at church that I had yesterday. I was invited to come out to church yesterday for a Bible group, and I will be talking about that for like maybe like 2-3 minutes once I'm done my interview. But right now I'm going through my questions again and just making sure that I'm ready for this morning and ready to just like answer these questions and do my best. God, please help me. This has been a process. This has been a process. So I just completed my interview and I had technical difficulties again, but I think having the first technical difficulties last week really prepared me for the second one. I was able to stay very calm, kept my smile, you know, answered the questions. I think I did an amazing job answering all of the questions, maybe with the exception of like one section wasn't as like, you know, flushed out, but that was because that one was like really technical. But other than that, I'm so nervous. I'm literally shaking in my boots. Funny enough, I have work in the next 30 minutes, so get you, yeah. Okay, time to go to work. I was writing stuff down, I was listening, you know, I was able to actually get through all the interview questions today, so I'm really happy. And I think I'm probably gonna post this video like later on. But I guess the Bible study, oh, I need to tell you about the Bible study. How could I forget that? So yesterday I was invited to go to Bible study. I went to Bible study. I can't say that I went excitedly, but that's because I was tired. It's not because I don't want to talk to God, okay? Hey, let's clear that up. But being tired should never be an excuse and should never be a reason that comes between you and God. We all know that, right? We know that, right? But anyways, I went to Bible study and it was great. It was literally like, it was such an eye-opening experience for me. I was talking about, I already told the story on my Instagram, but I was talking about the fact that, you know, I had allergies because someone had brought it up. And they were like, you know what, we'll pray for you and your allergies. And, you know, they started praying for me. And this prayer, it wasn't for allergies, you know. The way the prayer was sounding, I was like, I didn't tell you guys anything about my life. Like, how are you having such a targeted prayer? So it was an amazing prayer. And I really do feel great. I feel like I just feel happy. Like, I feel happy, I feel light, I feel good. I'm looking forward to what happens from this situation. And I really hope that from my interview, they're really able to see how calm I was able to navigate that situation and how I was still able to provide like great answers for it. And we'll see. Fingers crossed. Okay, here's the outfit of the day. It's the same outfit. Like, I love this shirt. I need Aritzia to bring back this color. Like, you guys need to bring back this color tomorrow. The top is the square neck from Aritzia. And then my favorite shorts, right? Here's the fit. I'm in such a great mood. And of course, my bag from Coach and a little clip. Okay, have a great day. Bye. Top of the evening, going to Evan's event. Here's the outfit. Top is from Depop, shorts are from Zara, and the shoes are from Steve Madden. Okay, here's the outfit, and cheers to a great night.
That's my bro, my family, force and trace. When it comes to money, I did concentrate. Make I tell you straight, you are not my bitch. If you become a shall not be head of state. For my people, then go say, I know one buy, I know one tie, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. What's it come? You are come, all depend. Big cash, ride the foot, I know feet, die for nothing. What's it come? You are come, all depend. Big cash.
Oh, my lashes, you're not a girl's girl. Anyways, OOTD. Top is thrifted. Shorts, jorts are from Zara. Shoes are also thrifted from Value Village. And I have my brim bag on me, and that is pretty much it. Oh, let me add the brim bag. 1 second. Okay. Oh my god, you can't even see the fit. Like, what is this?
I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. What's it come? You are come, all depend. Big cash, ride.
Top of the morning, I'm volunteering today with a law firm. Here is the outfit. Top is from Aritzia. This skirt, I think it's from H&M, I don't remember. And my shoes, I don't remember. But the bag is from Fashion Nova. Here's a quick little 360. And I will see you later. Bye. I had a great day. I went volunteering today, and it was at the Murray Fraser Hall at UFC, so my alma mater. And it was a super conference, and it was talking about spousal support, child support, retroactive child support, and all of this information. And as someone who is currently child-free, husband-free, I'm like, more people should know about this information. Like, I know that this was a conference for obviously lawyers and people in the legal field, but I just always wonder if more people would benefit from it if they knew what they were getting themselves into in a way. Like, I don't know, I felt like it was so informative. Like, it was so informative that I was literally taking notes. For real, I was there taking notes and notes. You can't really see it, and notes. But one thing I also really liked was the fact that they had 3 different speakers in total. Everybody came from a different point of view. It was really, really informative, honestly and truly. And some of the cases that were cited as well, like, I'm gonna sit down and Google it because I feel like I just feel like this would be interesting for me to know. And I think, like I said, just coming from a perspective of someone who doesn't have kids, is not married, I really do think some of this information is information people should know. I just wanted to say that May was a phenomenal month. I learned so much in general, so much about myself still. I had so much fun. I got to do things that were so much fun. I did tone with Todun. I got my CPR done. I hung out with friends. I had my friend's birthday, which she came here and celebrated. I had a dinner at my place here, which is so much fun. I worked a lot, as always, but you know, I'm always working all the time. Volunteering was great. Having my food comped in a restaurant was great. That was such a funny, like, literally so random. And going and doing a picnic was so amazing. And yeah, I had a really fun month. Like this month was seriously amazing. There's like one thing that almost ruined it, but it's like nothing compared to the kind of amazing month I had. Anyways, I'm really happy that May's done, and I'm super looking forward to June. Okay, that's it. Bye.